Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Wednesday, January 25th, 2023, and we are back with our college basketball best bets of the day. To recap yesterday's results, we had a really strong day. We had Rutgers minus 6.5, win. We had Oklahoma State plus 8.5. They played terribly, lost by 15. We had Illinois minus 3.5, easy winner. We had Syracuse plus 4.5, squeaked out a win there. We had TCU minus 5.5. That game was over at halftime, huge W. And Iowa State, man, they pulled out the upset, but they didn't cover the spread. Some free throw shooting at the end would have been nice, but Iowa State minus 5.5. We took an L. So an overall 4-2 day yesterday. Hopefully y'all tailed. Hopefully y'all made some money into. But and if you're new to the channel, my name is Zach. Welcome to Beating the Odds. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well, so that way you never miss our picks. We're going after our first 100 subscribers, so I really appreciate y'all being here. I'm excited to have you all here. Let's win some money together today. Let's win together today. We got 5 picks going today. We have Mississippi State, our first bet. It's our best bet of the day. We have Mississippi State plus 13.5. Mississippi State is a very tough team. They play extremely well on the defensive end of the floor, and they have the scores to match up with Bama. Not as good as Brandon Miller, not as good as some of these guys, but they are good enough to keep this game close. 13.5 points is substantial in college basketball, and Mississippi State is not a bad team. I see them keeping this game close. I see Alabama winning by 9 or 10 points, but that is well within that 13.5 point spread. Take Mississippi State plus 13.5. I think Alabama is the real deal, but even so, I still think Mississippi State covers in this spot. Our second bet of the day is UConn minus 6.5. This should honestly be a best bet as well. UConn minus 6.5. Every one of their mothers on Xavier plus 6.5. Every one of their mothers Xavier won outright last time. So that means they're going to win again outright. And 80% of the handle right now, 80% of the handle percentage, was the money percentage, is on Xavier as we're speaking right now. I only see that number going up. UConn is the smart bet here. UConn is at home. UConn is looking for revenge. And here's the other thing. The masses are asses. They're looking at what happened last time and just expecting it to happen again. UConn is going to avenge their loss. They're going to win by double digits. UConn is a real team. They're still number 6 in the KenPom ratings, even after losing a few games. And even great teams go through tough stretches. I see UConn win this game outright. There is a reason they're a 6.5 point favorite here, because logically, this should be a 2-3 point spread. The fact that 6.5 really says something here. Take UConn minus 6.5. I think that everyone's going to be on Xavier. I don't think this game is going to be very close. Our next bet of the day is going to be at Texas A&M plus 4.5. They're playing at Auburn. Auburn is a very inconsistent team with very, very shaky guard play. They play well, and the thing is, their guards, they play well when the game's in hand. They play terribly when there's any sort of pressure in the end of the game. I see this game coming down the wire. A&M is very similar to Mississippi State, and they play very, very good defense, and they have good scores, and they have good size. When you're talking about playing against a good team like Auburn, who's 16th in the nation, you need good size, you need good guard play, you need good scores. A&M has all of that. They're going to keep this game close. Do I think A&M could win? They could, but I see this game being a 1, 2, 3 point game. This is a one-possession game. The fact of being plus 4.5 is great value here. Take A&M. We have Wisconsin. Our fourth bet is we have Wisconsin plus 5. They're playing at University of Maryland. Wisconsin took one on the chin at Northwestern. That was a brutal beat, by the way, that we had. They lost by 3. We had them plus 2.5. What I'll say is that Wisconsin's a good team, and good teams off a loss are great value to pick as on the money line for winning. And the fact you're getting plus 5 here is some serious value. This is a one-possession game if Maryland ends up winning this game. If Wisconsin wins, this could be a 6, 7, 8, 9 point victory for Wisconsin. And Maryland are a bunch of frauds. They don't play anyone good. Listen, we bet Michigan against them, and they end up winning. But Michigan's not that good of a team. But Maryland, when they play good teams, and I include Wisconsin as a good team, they get smoked. UCLA beat them by 40. Tennessee at one point was up by 27 points in the first half. Maryland got smoked by Rutgers. It was like a 19-point loss. Guys, Wisconsin plus the points, this is free money. I'm not even sure how Vegas is doing this, but Wisconsin plus 5, they're going to smoke Maryland. They're a bunch of frauds. They're an inexperienced, undisciplined team. Wisconsin's going to absolutely kill them. But take the points plus 5, because if Maryland does pull it out, it'll be a 1 or 2 point game. And lastly, we have West Virginia plus 3.5. Speaking of frauds, here comes Texas Tech. Texas Tech has not had a good win all year. They were great last year, but all their good players transferred. And the transfers they got are not that good. Texas Tech, Nice team. They'll beat like most okay teams, but West Virginia is a better team than Texas Tech, and you're getting plus 3.5. This is great value. Take West Virginia plus 3.5. They're catching their stride. They absolutely should have beaten Texas too. I think they should have won that game outright. Had they been a little more disciplined on the defensive end, they probably win. West Virginia plus 3.5. The A&M crowd is not what it was last year. No one's as excited about their basketball program as they were last year. Take West Virginia plus 3.5. So just to recap our picks, make sure y'all get them all. We had Mississippi State plus 13.5. We had UConn minus 6.5. A&M plus 4.5. Wisconsin plus 5, and West Virginia plus 3.5. The dogs are barking today. And guys, like we post these college basketball videos every single day. So make sure the notification bell and subscribe so you never miss our picks. We have an NBA video going out today, and either today or tomorrow we'll have an NFL futures bet for the Super Bowl. We'll also have a Friday. We'll also have on Friday, we'll also have a conference championship preview as well as our picks for that day. We'll also do a Sunday round as well. We want to make sure Patty Mahomes, we want to figure out what his injury status is right now. So appreciate y'all having you here. Lock those bets in. Let's make some money today, and I will see you all tomorrow.